Hey everyone, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably not gonna be as optimistic this time round as I usually am. And yes, usually, as you've seen with other videos, I have introduced each one in its country's language, but so I do apologise to all Lithuanians that I haven't done this time round. The national final of theirs ended last night. It's been an interesting few weeks. Of course, the Roop, who were meant to represent Lithuania last year, they wasn't given the ticket straight away, but we kind of had this idea all the way throughout that they would be going back again. Instead, the broadcaster LRT decided we're gonna place you in the final. You don't have to go through the heats, the semi, etc. to get to the final. You're already there. And looking at those results last night, as soon as the jury had given the maximum points to the Roop, we all knew it was over. And to be fair, we already knew it was over weeks ago. Anyway, this is my review to Discoteque. Oh, better turn that down because I can only hear so much. There we go. I love this intro because you know someone's going to pick up from there. That is a very, very bright costume and probably something I could definitely not rock myself. I love this, the lyrics. The lyrics are probably a big highlight for me already. I like how they've got the same team as well. How do you... the choreography is even harder now. And that took me ages to learn the first bit, let alone the next bit. I think, like, the whole song is just something that is just so reflective of how we're all living at the moment. The lyrics are just so simple, but yet they're so effective. Do you have to, like, go like that? Okay, that backdrop is actually hurting my eyes, but alright, okay, I'm okay. This is definitely something that the public are just going to pick up straight away. It's just so infectious. How do you do that? Do you just have to sort of wave like your fingers around? I think this entire performance is almost ready to go as well. I can't see what they could change. At the same time, I kept thinking to myself all the way through that performance, do not compare it to On Fire. Really do not compare it. Take away the lyrics, take away the main added parts in, and you just left with the bass track. I think the bass track, compared to last year, there are definitely elements that are very, very similar. But I think that's just their sound. That's not a criticism, it's just something I kind of noticed. Also, that's sort of thing that they do, that's sort of very sort of classic Roop that we've seen over the last 12 or so months. I think, I'm not sure what the lead singer's name is, I think it's Tasha. Forgive me if I've got that wrong, but I absolutely love his energy. I love how, like, despite being older than the typical contestant, because like the typical contestants now like anywhere between their late teens and under 30, and but you know, I think it's also a way of basically saying I love the charm, I love the humour. It's like a way of saying, look, I don't care if I'm getting older, I'm still gonna be I'm still going to be me, I'm still going to be this youthful person. Just because we're getting older doesn't mean to say we've got to get rid of all of that. I love how you can take the song seriously, but you've also got that sort of that sort of humour in there. It is a bit darker, the theme around it, but at the same time it's like we're all kind of at home and we're stuck here and we can all dance alone and everything because we can't exactly go outside, but like you know, no, we can all dance alone and everything we can be really, really silly and no one's gonna know, and that's a totally okay thing. I do love the positive vibes that do come with this, and I feel like at this point in time we need stuff with positive vibes. I'll also say major respect for dancing in heels. The heels are much bigger than what I'm going, and trust me, I can't walk in heels for goodness knows what, but to dance in heels as well, major respect, because that is not easy. This is definitely something that is accessible to the public. The public will eat this up. My concern is with Danny Freya or going for Iceland, Ukraine as well, just anything that just sort of stands out of the ordinary. I'm just a bit worried that everyone's just going to be battling it out for public votes, but public will eat this up. Yeah, I can see that. Juries, juries I'm not so sure about, simply because they may look at it and go, you know what, yeah, it's accessible, it's something you could put on the radio, people would listen to this. So there may be that element there where they think it is somewhat marketable, but juries on the other hand may just not take the charm and the quirkiness of it quite in the same way as maybe the public will. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure where it's going to go with the juries, but I definitely would say the public are going to go for this. So I'm very, very pleased with the outcome, to say the least. Personally, I think this is capable of getting top 10 in the final. I wouldn't say it may do better than their best results, which, as we know, was 6th place in 2006. Obviously, it was a very, very different time back then. It's 15 years from there, so bloody hell, I'm old. I think it is a potential they could very well end up top 10. It could beat their best placements. It could do a top 5, just depending on what else we get. But I'm not ruling it out. And for Lithuania to achieve a top 5 result for the very first time, I am totally here for it. So yeah, that's all I can say at the moment. Following this, I will be doing a top 5, because I did say I will do a top 5 once we got 5 songs in. And thank you to Ukraine, who released their entry a couple of days ago. We now have 5 songs, so I know I have my top 5 in place already. I just need to make the video up and publish it. Feel free to drop in the comments what you think about the song. Do you think this could be Lithuania's best chance of their best result so far? Do you think it could win? It's up to you whether you want to say this or not. Do you think it's better than On Fire, or do you think that On Fire is better than Discoteque? Because there's always a crowd for both, so feel free to drop down in the comments what you think of that as well. Also, if you haven't hit the subscribe button already, how come? Why? It's there. Hit the subscribe button and turn the notifications on. I will be uploading content quite often now compared to the off season. I will be uploading my rankings for all the national finals that are happening, so I've got quite a bit to do because I've got Dora to do, I've got Festival de Cancel still to do. It's on my list, don't worry. And also last night's Melfest. I've obviously got reactions, reviews to do to those as well. So stick around for those because they will be coming up whenever somebody drops one. Chances are next one will be Croatia. On a somber note, thank you for watching.